Am I on? Okay. Sorry, I'm frozen a couple of times, so I'm having difficulties. So, yeah, to talk about Herbie the Love Bug continuation. Um, so I'm doing this from StreamYard now. So, in continuation, so if anybody on chat, um, anybody who's in chat can private chat me. I'm gonna put the private chat up here in a little while. So yeah, if it's acting up, I'm gonna have to do part 2 tomorrow. Um, so anybody in chat anybody who's private chat, fire away. So yeah, um, so so Herbie's now in his so Herbie does take a break, and he said, and then Tennessee Simon says some good advice to him. So think straight is what he always says. So that is really what Herbie was doing. And then when Herbie won his first race, Thorndyke and Carol came in and congratulate him. And Thorndyke, you know how some people are nosy, saying, "Hey, were you done with this thing?" And then you hear what Jim said: adjustment here, adjustment there. And he says something about, kind of like, he wants to upgrade some adjustments. And so it's just, I just, car dealers nowadays, you can't return the car back or anything. So now that, and all of a sudden Tennessee Stomachs have mixed feelings about Thorndyke. He always has throughout the whole turn, mostly throughout between the scenes. In the second race there, Herbie, on the other hand, is in the second race, and then Thorndyke is in that second race, in that second scene where he was going to do. And anytime that it happens anytime that happens throughout all of a sudden during Herbie on the other hand is really what it was. And it, a lot of people will say, well, Herbie really needs to is so about anything, anything that really does. If you know this movie, comment down below. Okay? And plus, so anytime that you see the movie, so anytime but Herbie tries to pass, he passes the other cars. And then when he gets closer to Thorndyke, he couldn't pass. So Herbie did a roundabout and then got in front of him. And it did Tennessee Steinmetz there. He before that he was throwing the signs there. So Tennessee Steinmetz had a lot of things to do with a lot of things that happened. Stuff. So I'm gonna try and invite some people over that knows this movie. So I'm gonna try and invite some. I'm gonna have to invite Master Pod. Maybe he knows this film. I'll have to leave him a tweet later because I think maybe he knows this film. Yeah, I'm gonna. So yep. So. Yep. It's So it's this what it was. It's this Herbie the Love Bug. Herbie, on the other hand, he tries. Herbie did not like Thorndyke at all, and then all of a sudden Carol hollered, "Look out!" and he sees this black oil glob coming right at his face. And then Herbie won the race. Herbie won that second race, and then all of a sudden he decides to. So he decided to lift up the thing, and so he got caught by one of the guys saying he hollered at him, and there was a little bit of an argument there. And then all of a sudden, all the things that happened while he was on there. and he said he did not like the way that it was really happening. Why is I'm frozen? He don't like the way that Thorndyke was doing. So then there's more scenes, more races that Herbie got involved in, including the Mexican race. There was a Mexican race there, and I think storyboards had showed about, and then that's how that when I review the sequel, you'll be getting those repeated scenes in the sequel. If you miss it on my first stream on YouTube, this is what's going to happen on StreamYard. So if anybody, why am I frozen? So, and then all of a sudden Carol said, "You don't look well in these pictures lately." And then Thorndyke said, "Why do I look?" Thorndyke looked kind of depressed throughout almost every single time because Herbie's been winning all those races. Not Thorndyke. He didn't want Thorndyke to get it. So Thorndyke, of course, we all know our villains. We all know. Why am I frozen? So it's the way it was. So I'm going to have to put this through. I'm going to check and see if I can auto it so that way. So anytime that, a lot of people say, "Oh, it's good," so, and then all of a sudden he went, so Jim Douglas and Carol went on a date in Tennessee Assignments with Tennessee, and said, "I got Herbie followed up with it," and then all of a sudden Tennessee got a little bit upset that Jim Douglas wasn't taking Herbie. He said, "I'm going to take the special," which is the black and white yellow car he spotted in the beginning half of the film. You saw those eyes, so he did, and when he came out, it did look familiar to him. He's like, and then all of a sudden that's a little bit later. Then all of a sudden Thorndyke comes in, and of course, the refreshment, he said, "Sorry, the other friends are out for the evening," and then he said, "I'm not here for the little car." And all of a sudden, why am I frozen yet again? Sorry, folks. I'm going to have to continue this tomorrow. If you want me to just live stream it on YouTube, finish it up on YouTube a little bit later. If anybody who stays up late, let me know. Okay, I'm gonna end the broadcast here on from StreamYard. I am so sorry, but I'm gonna have to end it and then leave studio because I think there's something wrong with it. You need to go back to bed, dumb fuck. You need to go back to bed.